Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is for the month of March 2019. Okie dokie, so let's jump right in. Wow, you've got a full spread here. This is your main card, inspiration, God-given divine inspiration. Okay, it's off camera. God-given divine inspiration. I'm going to put it right back here. Can you see that? Okay, sort of. Okay. All right, so what I'm seeing for the month of March is that you're going to be in a cerebral kind of way in the month of March. You're going to be thinking. It's mental. And I feel that this message is for, this message is definitely geared to at least the collective of Aquarians that I've been reading for in the past month. Remember that set of Aquarians have been going through some kind of divine training. They've had to let all things fall by the wayside. The angels are saying that's correct. They had to let all sorts of relationships and activities and all sorts fall by the wayside so that they can participate in this divine training for which they have been preparing and something they've been engaging in for a long time. It was something that they karmically made an agreement with before they came into Earth to undertake. And I feel that knowledge that they learned experientially and also alchemically during the night and just basically when they're sleeping, they're going to take that information and they're going to use it to do something later on in life, some kind of project, something. So that's the context where we find ourselves. So let's take a look at how that set of Aquarians, at least them, maybe some other people as well, will be feeling in the month of March. Again, it's going to be a cerebral month. It's almost like they're taking that information or they're coming from that stage where they were learning and now they're starting to get back into the world. So out of the classroom, so to speak, into the world. And what I'm seeing is that in the month of March, they're going to receive some kind of idea, some kind of vision or riveting idea or whatever. This is the idea. The minute I saw this blue, I was caught. Okay, yeah, Archangel Michael is reminding me as well. Blue is his color, right? So he's great with mission life stuff. Well, he's great with everything. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So yeah, he's helping for sure because here he is in this reading, and he's going to be helping. He's going to be giving you this idea. And I feel, look at this waterfall. This idea is going to be a super big idea. It's going to come rushing into you. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I see that idea and the impact of that idea, the force or the strength of that idea also resonating in this card here, where I'm seeing that this is you, Aquarius, holding this sword. It's like you're trying to think for yourself now that you've made kind of an upgrade in your mentality and stuff. You're trying to think for yourself, have your own ideas. That's why you're raising this sword. But what I'm seeing is Archangel Michael, as symbolized by this bird with this wreath, he's going to swoop in. You're going to get an idea. Imagine this bird coming in and looping itself around the tip of the sword and just pulling your hand wherever it takes it. That means that while you're trying to do your own thing, come up with your own ideas, brainstorm, do your thing, this idea is going to come in and it's going to do the work for you, okay? So that's what Archangel Michael is trying to say. Thank you. So this idea is going to come in with a force. It's going to be, what's it going to feel like to you? It's going to feel like, whoa, this is a great idea. I feel that you're going to talk to somebody. Of course, the angels talk through people. They navigate through people. I think that this idea is going to come to you after you have a conversation with somebody, like a friend or something. And once you get that idea, here's the master number 11, right? Once you get that idea, it's going to really get you thinking. Here's you thinking, how can I apply that idea? What can I do with that? I like that idea. What's up with that? And I think you're going to go into a place of meditation. You're going to start trying to think. And even if you don't sit down and try to do meditation, I feel like this card where it says Buddha prepares shows you and shows the level of, the depth of how much you're thinking about this idea. I think that you're going to take this idea and you're going to try and apply it to your life. So I feel like literally if your friend is talking to you and it kind of strikes a chord with you, as it will, because it's an Archangel Michael idea, and it's really forceful, as we're seeing here in this Ace of Wands. It's divine inspiration. So I think when you get that, you're going to kind of take yourself, you're going to try and apply it to your life. And what's that going to look like? Well, first of all, you're probably going to go home and stand in the middle of your room just like this and look around and be like, how can I make my room, my life, the one on the right, look like the one on the left? clean, pristine, fresh, fertile, ripe, right? So you're going to be entering into a month of thinking. You're going to receive an idea. If you haven't received this idea as yet, and you will know when you have, then you will come March. And during the month of March, you're going to be playing around and ruminating with this idea and trying to see how you can take that idea and make it manifest in your life and apply it. Archangel Michael is directly helping you with this. That's you, little boy, reaching up for help. Archangel Michael is helping you. And what is he helping you to do? How is he helping? He's giving you the idea. And in your sleep and during life, you will be inspired by him. It's because imagine him as, okay, let's see if this sharpens. Did it? Yes. Imagine him as this gentleman on the left, right? He's pointing it out to you, out to this lady. He's showing you what you can have. He's helping you to construct this new life. And of course, this new life is going to be great because it's going to be filled with the resonance of the information that you just went through. So again, I feel that the Aquarians I've been reading for have gone through some kind of initiation. That was the divine training, the divine assignment that they've been working on for the past month, because remember I just started doing my videos on YouTube only a few weeks, right? Really, it has been. But anyway, and so they were on divine assignment. That was a kind of initiation. Their energy signature, their frequency was being raised, and with that new set of codes and new set of information that they've learned, they're going to start to, their life is going to shift. They're going to have ideas. They're going to start building, manifesting within that new frequency, and that's what Archangel Michael is helping with. Thank you, Archangel Michael. He's saying he's helping with the smooth transition and the smooth transfer of that energy into your life. Okay, so it's kind of an application thing. Now what I'm seeing here is that let me make sure give me a second. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here is that at that time you were being really good. I know it was really hard for you, Aquarius. We all witnessed the struggle. But at that time when you were receiving your training, you gave yourself up to that process. It was pretty hard. You were pretty antsy for quite a lot of it because you had to give up a lot of things and give up a lot of fun. Oops. But I see that those ideas and that learning and that stuff came straight into you. It was like psh, boing. You may look back and be like, you know what? I grew a lot over the last few weeks or the last few months or the last 6 months or whatever. I really grew. I went through a lot. And oops, let me start my music back. Yes. You went through a lot, and that's because you were getting an upgrade. But now that you're done with that, remember a few weeks ago, the idea was you'd completed your training. Now that you're done your initiation, your training, and you're trying to get back into the world, ideas are coming, Archangel Michael's helping you. Part of you is also going back to the place where you were before you went into that initiation, the people, the things. You're going back to see what's still there. Like, are my friends still here? Is that person still there? And as you go back, like on the left, you realize, wait, nothing's here. Look at the card on the right. Whoa, nothing's here. I mean, where are the things I left, Where are my friends? Where's the baker I used to go to? Just whatever. Like, I just feel like you're trying to go back and pick up where you left off. And I think you're starting to realize that nothing's there. All those things you had put in a row and you tried to get together are gone now. But what's the beautiful thing about this is that you have new cups. Let's take a look here. Because look, you're coming back and you're like trying to see what's still there for you of your old life before you underwent this initiation. But you're seeing nothing's there. And take a look. You maybe even, I don't see that you're grieving. It's just more like you're looking and you're like, whoa, everything's gone. Everything's different. No one's here anymore. Has anyone moved on? Has everyone moved away? Is anything here for me? But what you're missing here is that you actually picked up a lot of empty cups, a lot of new cups. And look how much better these cups are. They're more refined thanks to the training that you underwent with the archangels and your spirit team, right? And the beauty about these cups is that they hold options. You can fill it with whatever you'd like. Right? So if you're going to look back at anything, I want you to look back at this and look at the options that you now have available for you. Because there are quite a bit. You're moving now with illumination. Okay? So you're going to have to start asking, well, be of this mind state, Aquarius, where you're like, okay, so what else? I've upgraded my energy frequency or whatever. Well, what does that mean for me? What can I have? And you might try to, you feel different. You might try to like, and I'm getting it, and part of that energy upgrade was you letting go of people, romantic relationships. I'm seeing some of you letting go of romantic relationships. Actually, I'm actually seeing someone's face, and there's no way to know who that is because we're not exchanging photos, but you're letting go of relationships that held you back, or not even, some of them held you guys back, but some of those relationships, it's not that they were holding you back, it's that they resonated at the frequency of that life that you were. But you went through an initiation, you went through the training that was all karmically decided and karmically defined. You're the one who agreed to that. Now that you're at a higher frequency, stop looking back and start asking, now with the new tools, now with the new energy, now with the new frequency, now with the new energetic playing field that I have, what, pray tell, Archangel Michael, can I fill that with and be with that idea? And I see that some of you are trying to fill it with ideas of your own, but again, an idea is going to come in very swiftly for you, and it's going to come through somebody. Someone's going to say something that's going to inspire you. This is the Ace of Wands, it's divine inspiration. Gracias a Dios. It's great. And what that's going to do is that's going to set you up. Look, this is you being set up now in a great way. Now here's that idea in your hand to the left, and here's your contribution that you can finally make. It's almost like you know that you're going to do something big, you know you want to do something, you know you want to give birth to something, but you don't quite know what that thing is, and you don't know how to use your energy. It's like, okay, I should start making calls, I should start talking to people, I should start researching, I should start getting this equipment, but it's almost like you're misusing your energy because you're trying to do things and you're not getting the signal from spirit as to which direction to go or where to go. So it's like, I know I'm doing something, but what? And I think that this message is going to give you a great idea as to how to proceed. So you're going to receive it, and then once you receive that message, it gives you greater clarity, see the gold around you, and it gives you more out of an idea how to use your own personal energy in an efficient way and to make an actual positive impact. I'm also picking up here that you're going to have a return of somebody or something. Like there is going to be a return of someone in your life, or some event or some situation in your life. Now, I think that for some of you, it's going to be a love relationship that fell by the wayside, or it's going to be a rekindling with someone that you had been friends with before, and now you're starting to see them as more of a romantic partner. You're having more of an interest in them because you're at a higher frequency now, whereas before you couldn't mesh well with them, but that's because you two vibrated differently. But I see now that this person is actually, or this situation, it could be a situation for some of you, is actually going to be more in energetic alignment with you. You might be surprised that even though this person or the situation looks the same, once you start dipping with them and getting involved, you'll start to realize that they are actually different. They've come back different. This person has come back into your life as a different person. This person or the situation has come back with a different appeal to it. And look at this hand. That's her hand, and it's like, whoa, she's a human, but she has a lion paw, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to be surprised to see that this person or thing is different. Now, you probably won't jump on this person or thing right away. In fact, I see you continuing on with your own work, and of course, Aquarius, you're busy, God bless. You're continuing on with your own work, but I see, look at the lower back of this person. There's like a light shining on the beam behind him. That is going to be the light of this person, symbolically shining on you. You're going to be thinking about this person, like, what should I do? Should I go forward with this person, or should I go forward with this situation? I think I'm hearing the words marry her. Should I marry her? Okay, so wow, yeah. So for some of you, and it's like, I don't know if a cat is significant here. Does that mean anything to anybody? Maybe someone's name is Cat, Catherine, Kathleen, Cat, and that was for you in particular. Or maybe someone has a cat, you guys share a love of cats, something. If cat means something to you, you'll know. You'll be like, oh my God, it's me, right? But either way, for somebody or some people out there, this person, Aquarius, you're going to be thinking about this new person as they've returned into your life. It doesn't have to be the cat connection. It could be anybody. And the question that's going to be on your mind is, should I make this official? Because look at these. Let me sharpen this here. Okay, there you go. Look at these coins. They're all yellow and gold, but look at this one he's working on. It's almost like a rose gold. It's almost like a different hue of gold. And yes, we could be like, well, the angle's different. Yeah, but listen, the way Spirit is showing me that one is different. And that symbolizes this idea. For some of you, this person, Aquarius, for some of you Aquarians or crossword watchers, this person, Aquarius, is going to be thinking about this returned person in the sense like, should I marry this person? Like, should I make it official? It could be marriage or girlfriend, boyfriend, but something with for real commitment. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on and let's sharpen this so you guys can see too. So what I'm seeing here, let me just pull this up. Boing! Interestingly, that card and this card. So there's definitely a match here. There's definitely a match here, male and female, okay? Okay, let's, there we go. There's definitely a match, a male and female, two people thinking about each other, two people actually wanting each other. But what I'm seeing is that on the left, Aquarius, you're the one on the left that I'm picking up on. But of course, you viewer could be either one. I'm seeing that you're thinking, I'm thinking, right? This Aquarius, you're thinking, should I make this official? You know that this other person cares about you. You know they're waiting on you. You know they're fantasizing about you. And they really like you. And I really feel that this could be a really good match. And I think that you are really considering, do I want to make this official? Because it's almost like, I don't know what's holding you back. I know that in the last reading it was a fear of commitment. But I feel that you just... yeah, you're for whatever reason, you're just wondering, and maybe it's not coming to me. I don't know right now, but if that's you probably know why you're holding back. I think some of you, as I'm getting it here, as I'm putting this back, I think some of you Aquarians are afraid that this other person isn't mature enough, that this person fantasizes too much, they're not realistic enough, right? Yeah, I'm feeling like you're wondering, are we actually a good match? Are we actually a good match? But I will say this, they're showing up in your reading. Now, Aquarius, it's something to note. I could have chosen any other card. I could have chosen this card. I could have chosen this card, any card. And if any card to represent this other person, it just, Spirit chose this card to represent the other person. So that tells me that there is chemistry, there is a good foundation for a connection here. So you're holding back, but maybe part of your fears, not to say they're unfounded, but maybe this would be worth it. It would be worth exploring, because it's not like the other card that I pulled was this card to show this other person, in which case I could draw the idea that you're inside, they're outside, you guys are in two different places. But that's not what I got, right? So, in case any of you, I like to show people the cards, so in case you want to see like what we see when we read it, because maybe you want to do it too, it's fun, right? So that's a lesson. That's a lesson right here in card reading. Why did that message come through this card and not through another card? To signify that there is a match. I am seeing that part of what you're feeling, Aquarius, about being from two different worlds and wondering whether you're a match, part of that is founded, because look at the window pane at the back, the two different designs. Now that could have I've never seen that in this card before, but I saw it right now. That's another lesson in reading, right? And what that tells me is that there are fundamental differences in the expression of the two of you and the way you express yourselves in your life. But again, there's still a connection here. Okay, so just be mindful. And perhaps now is the time, just as the time card comes up, perhaps now is the time for you to do a little more research on this person. Now is the time for you to consider not just whether or not we're compatible, blah, blah, but to consider this destiny involved, the fate, like what can I learn from this person? Take a look here. This person came along with this card. And what I'm seeing here, I was wondering, why did this card come out for this person? And as I'm reading it now, I realized that what they're saying is you might have to do some research. Boom, right back to what I just said. The Akashic Library is, energetic storehouse that is said to store all knowledge of all of existence, right? In anything that all that is. And so again, maybe it's the time for you to start considering how you guys connect in spirituality. What is your connection? For some of you, I'm feeling this could be a twin flame connection. I'm feeling some of you like, yay, and some of you like, because it's like a double-edged sword. But either way, whether or not that connection is not there, whether or not that connection is there, I'm feeling that in order to really continue your research on this person, you must turn to spirit. You must start looking at how you spiritually connect with each other. I think some of you might be surprised to find who that person really is. It might take your breath away. You might be, just as I said, take your breath away, like the card, see the light? It was like, zoop. It might take your breath away as to who this person is. Maybe they play a bigger role in your existence than you could ever have imagined or hoped for, and which would lead to the question, if that's the case, if she or he is the one, why can't I feel it? What blockages stand between the two of us? And I'm seeing in answer to that question, you need to learn more. Look at that stairwell. It just popped out to me. You need to learn more about this person, because the fact that you're not able to see that this person holds some deep significance for you, not to say it's almost like you don't deserve that person, but it's not saying that at all, but it's interesting because it's showing you need to do some legwork. You need legwork. And I feel, Aquarius, that you're already on this spiritual bent, get moving on to the next chapter, which is to investigate this person and truthfully investigate every person you're with, right? Who is this person? Why are we connected? Is it through love or is it through our pathology? And I feel that spirit is here to help you on that. But what I'm feeling is that you've got a lot on your plate as already, spirit is saying. And so while they're going to be helping you, because that candle looks small, while they're going to be helping you to gain insight into this person, there are some other things that are going to be taking precedence. And that's Archangel's nice way of bringing it back to this conversation. This conversation about the spiritual message. Sorry, I just love doing these readings. The spiritual conversation of this divine message that you're going to be working on. All right, so anyway, let's wrap up that. But just to summarize, there's a person or a situation that's going to come back into your life, and they're going to come back in differently. So clearly we see there is a love situation. So if it's a love situation, that's what it is. This is explaining that. But if for some of you, it could be just a situation, and that you're going to be starting to think about a little bit more. But notice, as Archangel Michael points out, that while you are thinking about that person or that thing, it's there. This is what you're really working on, right? And for some of you, this relationship, you're going to be asking, should I commit? Should I make this official in some way? All right, let's move on. Again, let's see down here. Oh, I realize I talk so fast. All right, so what I'm seeing is I'm feeling that there's going to be something about this person I'm picking up on. Yeah, Archangel Michael, I'm trying to move on, but the cards. All right. There's going to be something about this person. Look at this magnifying glass. Maybe about this person's home life. It could be about, I don't know, something about this person. If you look closely at them, could be their home life. It could be, you in the future with them trying to make a life or whatever, is going to kind of make you concerned. You're going to feel a little concerned about it. And it's almost going to be enough of a concern to kind of make you want to leave the connection and feel like, I don't know if I want to stick around for this connection, because I'm seeing this person, instead of nesting, they're taking off, right? They're withdrawing from this connection. They're withdrawing their investment. I'm also seeing a chewing up, so this, breaking of the connection and kind of having this idea that there are more fish in the sea, right? So I'm seeing that you're going to be taking a look at this person. I feel like for some of you, for some reason, something about this person is going to make you feel like you don't want to invest. But I want to say that nevertheless, it's very, very telling that, look, boom and boom, you're a match and you're still here. And again, for those of you who don't read cards, I want to point out that it is significant the way the cards come out. Because look, and which cards come out. Because yes, you could say that narratively speaking, that yes, Aquarius, you're going to be thinking about this person, and then you're going to take a closer look and you're like, I don't like their home life, or I don't like their expression, or just whatever it is, I'm not interested, and we're done. But I think it's significant that number one, the two cards that come out match each other. Number two, that Spirit is telling you to take a deeper look at who this person is, because you might be surprised at the connection, and that this connection may reveal to you that you're the one who may need to make more of an adjustment in terms of spiritual education than the other person. Angels are saying that's it. So what I'm saying is this person is actually more valuable to you than you are able to pick up at this time. On one level, you're like, yeah, but this person's got issues, this person, blah, blah, blah. But actually, you're the one who needs to do the spiritual growing here so that you can have your eyes opened up to appreciate the beauty and the value of this person. And that's what I'm getting from Spirit. Another thing, interesting that it comes all the way at the end here. So it's like, at the beginning here, because I'm reading left to right, at the beginning you're thinking, this is the time to do it. You start looking, you're like, nah, I'm cool, bro. And then, boom. Spirit is like, yeah, but no, you're not, because you need to go delve deeper, because you're the one not seeing clearly. I also want to point out here that even though you're like, there are other fish in the sea, remember this card comes to the left of it. Look at his eyeballs, straight up, okay? Still staring at this person. So, okay, maybe I should put it so you can see, right? Let's sharpen that. Still staring at this person. So Aquarius, get yourself together, okay? You know, I mean, not trying to say it like that, because we all love some Aquarians, but don't try to cut somebody else up if you aren't doing your research. That's my point, okay? So, anyway, so Aquarius, we love you, and the month of March is going to be pretty big for you. Why? Because finally, you have been upgraded to a signature and a frequency that allows you finally to be able to receive information from above, to bring that information, to be a king or queen, to build. You're looking to build something in your life, and I feel that you finally have the go ahead. It's like almost like Aquarius, you've been waiting for so long to get your paperwork at the zoning office cleared so that you could start building this house, and you're just been fighting so much to get the land, and finally you've gotten the land, and now you have to go ahead to start building. That's what I'm feeling here for you. But at the same time, on the periphery, you have this person that is in your periphery. This person is more to you than you are able and capable of seeing at this time. And your job is simple, as Archangel Michael reminds us. Your job is simple right now. Follow up on the idea that you're being given. Some of you guys are, if you haven't gotten this idea yet, you will, and you'll recognize it because it's going to be a big one. You're going to be like, holy crap, and you're going to want to go back home, and you're going to start looking around at your life and thinking practically, can I do this? Is this possible? And then, they're really going to direct you and push you in that direction. But at the same time, your job is also somewhat simple in that knowing that if there's somebody in your life, if you know who I'm talking about here, then you know that person plays more of a role in your life than you're able and capable of seeing at this time. So I want to say, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but also stay focused on what you're doing here, okay? I also feel that Aquarius, a lot of you may not, it's not to say you don't have respect for this other person, but it's almost like you are incapable of seeing their value, and so you're incapable of responding to them in the way that you should be responding. And I don't even want to say should be responding, because I just feel like right now is not the time necessarily to be focusing on that. It's almost like I'm seeing here in this card, which I just realized is off camera. Let's see. Ugh. Come on. You're holding this rose, right? You're thinking about them, but you're not seeing their reflection here. You're only barely seeing them. You're not seeing, and maybe if you were to see who they really were, you realize that they're not just some reflection in the thing. They are the damn house. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I would say not to get rid of this person, okay? All right, so now how can I put all of this in a title for the video. I'll see. Either way, Aquarius, I'm going to end this reading for you for the month of March 2019. Mwah. You're amazing, and I can't wait to see what you bring down to the earth, because Aquarians, we know, lead the rest of society in many ways, okay? All right, and be kind to this person. You know, do your thing, but be kind, okay? All right, bye. Love yous. Have a nice month. Oh, and stay tuned for the next week's reading. I'm kind of behind schedule, but I'm going to try and pump out the February 25th to March 3rd readings as soon as possible. Okay, pieces.